Find out what it means to me. RESPCT.
My God.
TKCCT. Sucking to me, sucking to me, sucking to me, sucking to me, sucking to me.
Cut the shit.
Hello and happy New Year. We are back. My name is Sade and my lovely co-host.
Maisha.
And welcome to the How You Doing podcast. Well, can you believe it? We're already in 2026. 2025 was on crack because it just zoop, zoop, zoop and got up out of here. And this is our second year. Well, year and a half of recording the pod. So shout out to that.
Crazy.
Time flies when you're having fun. And if you're new here, welcome. And if you're here from last year, we love you and have a seat. Some housekeeping items. If you are new here, make sure that you are liked and subscribed to our YouTube channel. Make sure you like and follow us on Apple Podcasts and Shopify. Make sure you follow our socials at How You Doing Podcast _ on both TikTok and Instagram, and make sure you leave us a 5-star review if you haven't. We would greatly appreciate it.
And how do they buy? I see you're wearing a
Also, exactly. So if you're here, you see this wonderful sweatshirt. We have also came out with merch last year that we're going to continue this year and release more designs and more colors. So this is one of our different colorways, which is the brown and gold, Healing Not Healed. We also have it available in blue. We also have it available in orange and I think another color. There's 4 colors. We have the Competence in 2 colors. We have the How You Doing podcast sweater, and we have Bowling Ball Built Bitch as well. So make sure you lock in with that by clicking the link below at www.howudoing, spelled all the way out, DOING, podcast.com, and buy some merch for our friend because it's still sweater weather. But without further ado, how you doing? How was the holidays? How was your birthday? How was your new year?
Oh my God, all the things. So birthday, first things first, we had our own little birthday thing.
We did.
Which was super cute. Enjoyed that. You really know how to treat a woman.
So I've been told.
You know? So
I'm romantic.
I love that.
I'm the realest nigga.
So we had a good time doing that, got dressed up and, just had a time. We didn't overdo it though.
No.
Sometimes we overdo it. It was just enough.
It was.
And then for Christmas, I did stay home. I was by myself.
How was that?
Well, you know what? I went to my parents' house, which was nice. But I felt like because my girls were in Florida, I did feel a little sad, a little lonely.
Mm-hmm.
But I also used that as a time just to kind of connect with myself. As you know, my birthday is 2 days after Christmas. Capricorn official season is now.
It is.
So for my birthday, I just went to get food with my mom. After that, I got a massage and I just relaxed.
Love that.
Nothing big. And then 2 days later, my good girlfriend took me out to a nice little igloo situation on top of the rooftop, which was beautiful. That was really cool. So we did that, had a beautiful experience there, and got me home at a reasonable time. Shocking.
Yeah.
So it was good. The holidays were different for sure, but it was a good moment of reflection for me.
I love that.
But for you had like a proper birthday rollout. Tell the people what you did.
I did too much, but
You did a lot.
for my birthday. Speaking of birthdays, this episode will come out around one of my best friend's birthday. So happy birthday, PIC. Her birthday is the 7th. So
She's a Capricorn.
she's a
too.
Cap.
My
She's
fellow
a Cap
Cap.
queen. My birthday, I had a great time. So we had our date. Shout out to the Ruxton. We had a great, nice, lovely, sexy steakhouse dinner.
Really cute.
Then we went to brunch at Yibo Kitchen in Baltimore. Black woman owned. Very good food. Dessert, 10 out of 10. Can't wait to go back and try dinner. We
Okay.
loved that.
Cool.
Great drinks. Then I had a little DC birthday party with all of my friends on the East Coast, and that was really nice and fun. And then I went to El Salvador and with my sister, and we had a great time. I stayed in a treehouse in the jungle. The mosquitoes ate me the fuck up.
Oh,
But
did they?
El Salvador was wonderful. It was very safe. The food was really good. Everyone was really nice. I had a good time.
The photo shoot, the visuals with the drone. I'm assuming they used the drone.
Yes.
Love that.
Shout out to TikTok, the TikTok
you know I
girlies.
reposted that.
Yes, I did see that.
I'm
Thank
over
you. TikTok girlies.
Oh my
They
God.
put me on.
Yeah.
Luis, who did the drone, he was very professional. He was like, I don't have to give you any you like to pose. I'm
Yeah.
like, yeah, this is my thing.
Because you help us pose.
We had a great time, and that was beautiful. And I also did, I want to say, few people sent this to me about my birthday falling on the winter solstice,
Yeah.
and I participated in it. So what it was you write 12 things that you, basically between the 21st, which is my birthday, and the new year, it's 12 days. You write 12 things that you want to happen for you in the new year. So on my birthday, I wrote the 12 things down, me and my sister. I released one of them into the ocean because each day you're supposed to burn it. But since I was at the ocean, I released that one on my birthday. And it was so crazy because some girl came out of the pool. She was there with her boyfriend, and she was like, when I seen you, I knew you were about to go in the ocean and release something.
How did she know
She
that?
says she's a Santeria, which I think is like a witch.
Okay.
You know?
Cool.
So she was like, I just felt the presence. So I just had to come tell you, like, I hope whatever you threw out there,
Oh,
that
I
it
love
comes
that.
true. And I was like, me too. So pretty much all the 12 days, everything that you burn, you're giving to the universe or to God. And then the last day, you open it on the new year. And that, whatever's on that card, is your assignment for the year.
Okay.
So it's so crazy because my assignment for the year was find your voice within. That's my assignment. And I know that we talked about on a few episodes how I was saying I wanted to walk in my purpose and walk in God's purpose. And I feel like me writing that down, but actually being the one I landed on, is a full circle moment. So I'm excited to work on that and be super intentional about finding my voice and aligning that with God's voice. So that was great. Went home for the holidays. Also was good. Had another party there. My man came. And that was good for him to meet my family, my parents, and, Maisha's still bitter because she hasn't met him. But, they know each other in passing. And
when I tell you, baby,
one day
we know each other. We know each other very well.
He reads her for Phil just like me. So clearly we're on the same page. But that was good. Got to see my parents, got to see my friends and all the kids. So that was great.
Yeah.
And now we're back and we're ready to celebrate the new year. But speaking of holidays, before we get started,
Okay.
I had the opportunity to watch Family Stone
I'm glad
because
you're sitting
y'all
here.
read me about not watching Family Stone. Is such a good movie. I absolutely do not agree. 0 out of 10. What the fuck was that? So me, my man,
Oh, my God.
my sister recommended it because she said, Maisha put me on that movie. It was so great. I cried. Mind you, she turns the movie on and she sleeps 3 minutes later. So me, Boo,
Oh, my
Mom,
God.
and Minnie, we're all watching it. And I'm just disturbed because I don't understand. Diane Keaton, 10 out of 10. She made the
Yes.
movie.
Yes.
The switching of the siblings.
Let me explain something.
What?
I want everybody to listen to this. Do not let your temporary situation block you from your permanent situation.
From your
And
brother's
what I mean
woman?
by that was not their soulmate.
I get it.
You deserve to be with your soulmate in this life. We only have one as far as I know. So obviously he was not with his soulmate and she wasn't with hers. They just linked. It just so happens that their soulmates were their siblings.
No.
With the other person's
No.
siblings. And I feel like that's true love. And you need to delve into that.
No.
You can't hide it.
It dove me into, and I did take a little nap during the movie.
But what if they never had sex? We don't know if they fucked or not.
We don't. Now, it wasn't even about the sex. It was the siblings. So me and my mom, if you know my mom, she cussed at the movie the whole time. Her and my man were going back and forth about why the only black person in the movie was gay. It was just a mess. So Family Stone can stay where it is. And
Love Family Stone.
I'm going to keep watching The Grinch. But it clearly is a classic.
Oh, wait a second. The Grinch.
Love
Can
it.
can we just give a moment for our Black King?
I didn't
That's
even know
in
about him until
California?
you.
Oh my God, doing his thing.
You had me watching it, and he is.
Oh,
He
he is
killed it.
killing it. Is it Nick Darnell?
Yes.
He is killing it. But wait a second, my 9-year-old already knew about him because of Darman. Is this show like it's like a good meaning at the end of it? And so she watches this and she's like, "Oh, I know him." She was like, "He was on Darman."
Oh, wow.
And he played like a Grinch character on that.
Yeah, he
He
kills
is a
it.
Black King, spreading joy. When I tell you I'm obsessed with him,
He
that's
did.
my cousin. He doesn't know it yet, but I love him.
He did. He
Like,
did. And
he's phenomenal.
it was phenomenal to watch. And you did your own little rendition of
I
it.
sure did. It's
And-
on TikTok. It is.
And the people liked it.
Playing for keeps. Absolutely. So the thing about TikTok is you just have to know what the trends are. It's nothing fancy on TikTok, and just put your little hashtags and watch it go. They still trickling in on that.
Yeah.
But they need to follow me. I need to get my followers.
They like it. They like it. They do.
Yeah.
And they like Family Stone because one of the girls was appalled that I said I didn't like it.
Correct.
And I don't.
Because what?
I don't. And whoever's watching it, and I don't.
It's a great movie.
But new year, same me, same us, renewed. So we're keeping girl code because why not? Because there's girl codes all over the world. So the girl codes this week. We're going to start with one, the late, great Nipsey Hussle, rest in peace,
The best
to
of
that
the-
young king.
Absolutely.
And because our episode is about respect, the girl codes are going to dive into that a little bit. So here we go.
Okay.
I mean, one thing I learned is that, you know, you deal with people as people first. You deal with a man as a man, a woman as a woman, regardless what their persona is and what their titles are. It's like code of humans, you know what I'm saying? You honest, you be respectful of everybody. You get what you want from people. And when people go against what your standards are, you're not a hypocrite to address it. Right. If you disrespectful or you untruthful, and people lie to you or disrespect you, you be a hypocrite to address it or to push back and say, homie, don't treat me like that because you're not giving that.
Right.
So I think it's just about dealing with people on a fundamental human level. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. You're going to get the respect. I don't care if you a street dude with 100 murders or you some, you know, Ivy League, Princeton graduate. I'm going to respect you as a man or a woman off rip. I'm going to give you 100% respect.
I agree. I feel like you give respect to give it. And if you're not respectful and you're not a person who acts on merit, then you can't ask that of other people because that's not how you live.
Sure.
The next one is Kerry Washington.
I don't really take criticism to heart from people who I don't admire and respect.
Yes.
I have to like you and like how you're living and what you're doing and what you're creating to feel like you have a say on what I do. You just have to be careful with your energy and not give it to haters.
That's the fact.
Saw that on the Breakfast Club. Shout out to the Breakfast Club. I absolutely love what she said there. Because it's true. Like, you're going to tell me how to move, but I don't respect what you're doing over there. I don't look at what you're doing as where I should be navigating to.
Right.
So please.
You're not something
Thank
I
you, but
attain
no
to
thank
be.
you.
It only hurts from people that I actually care about and I respect and, like she said, admire. If I feel like you ain't doing shit, then how
are you going to tell me?
Right. I'd have been like, oh, okay, misery loves company, so you stay over there.
Right.
Absolutely.
And most of the time, unfortunately, it is that way.
Absolutely. Last one is from Lauren London.
No matter what anyone does, say, feel, I know my heart is in the right place. So that would be on them and not me. You know what I mean? And like, when it's all said and done, being able to be like, okay, you stood on your 10, you held you did what, you did all you felt you could do. Yeah. And you respected and honored yourself.
Exactly. I feel like if you respect and honor yourself, you cannot take on what other people feel about you because you can only be you. And that has to be good enough.
Yeah. And when she said when you stand on 10, it's like, what if somebody crosses that boundary and disrespect you and you make a conscious decision to say you are not in my life anymore? That's okay.
Yeah.
Because you valued yourself and what you stand for. Exactly. So you can't go wrong.
Yeah. And you stood on 10. Like, you don't respect me, but I respect me. So
enough for the both of us.
Right. So there's no place for both of us.
Yep.
Speaking of respect, I'm a woman with words, and sometimes people like to say, like, what do you mean by respect? So, you ask? I looked up the definition. So, respect can be defined as deeply valuing someone or something, acknowledging their inherent worth, and treating them with consideration, even when you disagree with them. So, based on that, should respect be given or should it be earned?
I hate that question so bad. I feel like everybody should be given respect, period.
I agree.
Because you want to have respect coming into it.
Exactly.
You don't want to be disrespectful like, oh, you got to earn my respect.
Yeah.
No. Let's all start out respecting one another. However, I do feel like people can lose your respect and because of how they move with you. So I do feel like, yes, you should be given it across the board, but easily taken away if you're not moving the way you should move.
I agree too. I think respect is a given. Like, you should be respectful in how you move. Like, if someone opens your door, they don't have to earn a thank you. Like, or if you are speaking to someone, you shouldn't call them out of their name. You should come to conversations with grace and respect. However, like you said, if I'm being respectful to you and you're not being respectful to me, then therefore it's okay for me, because y'all know I like to cuss them out, to be disrespectful Or for two to be like, yeah, no, I don't like how you're moving. You're disrespectful.
Yeah.
I'm taking my respect away. And then you'd have to earn it back if that's a relationship that I would still like to continue to foster. If not, toodaloo, fuck you. But if I'm like, hey, maybe you disrespected me in this moment, but I don't think that's who you are as a whole, you need to earn my respect back. But I also agree, like, respect should be given initially.
Sure. But I think the older I get too, is like, it's not worth my energy.
Yeah.
Like, I think going back and forth with somebody who's disrespectful to me and just being nasty, I can see through that. I'm like, oh, that's a you problem.
Yeah.
That has shit to do with me.
Right.
You might be frustrated with me about something, but that's cool. I'm cool on you. Like, I ran into a situation most recently where somebody was being very nasty, and the old me probably would have got to that level, and I was like, you know what? I'm cool on you. And I was laughing, I was smiling because I'm like, I'm not going to let you bring me down. And that just adds more fuel to that fire. You can go be hateful and be disrespectful in your corner. I'm not going to sink to your level.
Yeah.
Because that's going to make me vibrate lower.
Yeah.
When I can just be, you know, getting over what I need to get over.
And that takes energy. And people don't realize the more you take to
Right.
go back and forth and be disrespectful to people, like you
does
said,
take a
it
lot
brings
of
you
energy.
down.
Uh-huh.
Versus you being like, look, my nigga, you're gonna feel how you feel, and I'm gonna feel how I feel.
Say what
so,
you wanna say.
So bye, cause I know me. Like,
Yeah.
and sometimes it's just not worth the argument. It's like, okay, you think I'm this and that, go for it. Thank you. Have a nice day. Cause it takes more energy out of you to try to convince somebody what you're not when you already know what you're not.
For
like,
sure.
okay, if that's what you think, then go about your day.
Yeah, that's fine.
In your life, do you lead with respect in how you show up on a daily?
Absolutely. I think I was just how I was raised. I mean, am I saying yes, ma'am, no, sir, all the time? I wasn't raised to that
Right,
extent.
right.
But I'm always going to try to do the polite thing,
Right.
right? If it's somebody who, you know, has an issue, I'm not going to rush them by. I'm going to try to listen to them. I mean, I think just being a good person to your core is
Right.
just you have it in you or you don't. You know, kind of like in our professions, right? Like, you're not going to just rush somebody off,
Right.
even if you're irritated. 'Cause
Right.
I know you. You
Right.
have a very short fuse.
Absolutely.
But your respect for how you were raised, and I know you were raised well, you're going to take that time to really listen to that person and to also let them know that you were available for them.
Yeah.
So, yeah, like holding doors, you did mention that. I will say I do get frustrated when I do hold a door open for somebody and they do not say
Oh, I
thank
say fuck you when I walk.
you. I don't say
Cause how odd, I just did that the other day. I held the door and they just do. I didn't say it loud
Why
enough
did I
that
get
they
you
could hear,
started?
but in my mind I said fuck. I looked back.
No, all you have to do is say you're welcome.
Fuck you.
You just have to say you're welcome.
I think that's the rudest shit.
It is so fucking rude. Like, how dare you?
And then you just cheat.
The ones who will just slide by
Yeah.
and come on in. Oh,
Ooh.
so I'm good enough to hold your door open.
But you can't say thank you.
Say thank you.
That is so disrespectful.
You just say you're welcome.
That is so disrespectful. Well, clearly I have some healing to do.
Yeah, healing, not healing. Right?
I think most times I show up as respectful. There are times that I do find that I can be disrespectful. Not
Off the rip.
not
No.
intentionally.
That's what that question is asking.
So no, I show up very respectful.
Right.
But then there are times, and I was just having this conversation with my man because sometimes he says I'm disrespectful because like when he's trying to tell me something, I don't listen.
Right.
You know, I'm just automatically defending myself. And I said,
Yeah.
I'm coming to the conclusion that I think that's a little bit of trauma, you know, because I feel like I've been in situations or even relationships where I have to defend myself. So I'm quick to attack versus listen.
Sure.
And I do think that that's not respectful. And I don't think that in those situations, not even with him or just in spaces where I'm like, no, this is what it is, that is disrespectful. And you have to give people the opportunity. Like you have to really listen. So, but I think like you said, at baseline, my parents raised me to be respectful, to be grateful,
Yeah.
say thank you when people open the door, help elderly people, you know, like you said, even in our job when people are annoying or they're just going on and on and on, you're not gonna be like, look, I got somewhere to be. Like, no,
Yeah.
you're gonna let people get it out because they're scared, they're frustrated. You just want to show up for respect because respect is a character trait. So I feel like if you show up disrespectful, then you just have a shitty character.
And you a shitty character is right. So I was on the phone with you when I was getting my birthday cake for my photo shoot.
Oh, right.
And it was an older lady, and I was standing in front of her in line. I'm talking to you. Obviously, I'm in my own world, right? Because I'm having a meltdown at this point. And when we were on the phone, she's like, excuse me, I have to use the restroom. Do you mind watching my stuff. I said, of course. So I come back, but I had my cake in her cart. So she's like, oh, keep it in there. And I said, no, it's okay. I can hold it. She's like, no, keep it in
She
there.
bought it.
And not only do I want you to keep it in there, this is for you. I want to get this for you. And I was like, please, because like
Right.
you're on a fixed income.
That's
Like I
so
get my
sweet.
black ass to work every day.
Right.
Don't do that. And she's like, no, like this is really what I want to do for you. I really appreciate it. And that goes to say, I didn't do it for shit.
Right.
Obviously, I did it because I'm like, this is a sweet
Lady,
older lady.
right.
Like, why would
Let
I
her go
not?
to the bathroom.
Like,
right.
I'm not a rude bitch.
Right.
And look how that niceness
Resonated.
and that and how she came back and she's like, oh, I just want to do this for you.
Yeah, it does. It resonates, especially when you're just showing up like yourself. Like,
Right.
hey, I would have done this regardless. But
No
then
matter
it's
what.
an immediate blessing because that just lets you know how many people are not respectful.
Correct.
Because somebody like, well, that ain't got nothing to do. Take your cart with you. It's like, why? What are you doing?
Yeah.
Because people are very nasty. And I see it all the time. And it's like, what's the problem? Like you said, I have this much patience. But if it's like, it's someone old, they need help, I'm not going to be rude.
They're vulnerable population.
Right. I'm going to be like, hey,
Yeah.
let me hold this for you. You need some help. Let me pick this up for you. People are just, they don't show up intrinsically respectful.
Yeah.
And it's unfortunate because like we both agreed, respect should not be earned. It should be given.
Yep.
Um,
It should be given.
how do you tolerate or handle when you feel disrespected?
Well, first of all, I get real warm inside. My palms start sweating. But
Ass
then,
whooping.
like I said, I was in a situation real recent. I don't want to date it. Where I was just like somebody was disrespecting me down. And I took a time to say, Maisha, do not react how you usually react. This says so much about that character and what they have going on right now. This is shit about you. So I took it on the chin. But usually I do want to fight. But I'm trying to now see there's a lot of miserable people in this world.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of broken people in this
So
world.
many.
And I can't let them get me out of where I'm trying to navigate through.
I agree. I handle it usually not well either. I'm going to hell. I know Michelle Obama said when they
go.
What did she say? When they go low, we go high. I go to the floor.
Yeah.
I'm talking about
When you go low, I drop it to the floor.
I am saying everything that you did not want me to say. And like you, I have gotten better because I realized it really does nothing for me. Like you feel like a very temporary, like, ha, 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 but then it's like the disrespect doesn't hurt any less. What they're saying doesn't disrupt your spirit any less, because you realize it's not me. It's them. And sometimes you have to be mature, and that comes with therapy and healing, not healed, that you can just be like, okay, I understand this is something that you're going through while you're projecting these nasty thoughts on me, while you're projecting this rhetoric towards me.
Yeah.
And honestly, people who are disrespectful and nasty and vile, nothing more that they hate when you don't respond.
Or when you're happy.
They will go, they see you having a good day. Let me tell you all the things you, okay. And you're like, okay, I am ugly.
Yeah.
Anything else? Have a blessed day. What? Okay, you're going to have a whole stroke and I'm about to go have a blessed day and I hope you do too. And I found that meeting disrespect with pleasantry, it really turns their spirit. And honestly, it makes me feel better than cussing you out. Like when someone's like, fuck you, you're going to be miserable, or am I single? Like, that's why you're going to be single for the rest of life. And I'm okay with that. Yeah. And I'm going to travel the world and I hope you do too. Be blessed, love. Or, love? I'm not sure, love. Okay, honey.
Yeah. Or you're this and you're that and nobody, okay.
Right.
Stay tuned.
Yeah.
We're going to see.
Yeah.
Because those words will never leave. And while they were angry and they were trying to be so disrespectful, you clocked it. You don't need to do anything past that. You stored it in your memory. And now you're just going to treat that person
like dust, like they are. And I want to say, like, men, come to the front. Why is it when y'all get into y'all feelings about women, y'all love to be like, that's why you gotta be single. No one wants you. And who wants you, Dusty? Who wants you?
And not to mention, why is being single such a bad thing?
It's not. It's a beautiful thing. It is a wonderful thing. It's very peaceful. It's very nice. As long as you have Rose, you can probably get more pleasure than most people in relationships. Have you ever noticed older single women are just beautiful and thriving and they're just living the best life? And
I didn't bring up Rose today.
And then you look at your mother who's married to your sorry-ass father and they're dusty and rusty and she has bags. My mother's skin looks tight. She never looked better. And guess what she is? Single. And I just want to say, that's it, no shots
No
fired
more.
at all.
Let's not.
But I'm just saying, I just don't understand why y'all think that's an insult. Because I'm just saying, your mother's not
Being
saying
single is not a bad thing. I think it's too like what you value out of your life.
Yeah. Yeah, being in love is not a bad thing. Being in relationships is not a bad thing. Being single is not a bad thing. It's what works for you. And I don't understand why people have a one size fit all and they think that that's disrespectful to tell someone. Like, if someone's single, to be disrespectful, say, this is how you're going to end up. Or if someone's in a relationship, be like, oh, this is what I can do because I'm single. It's like people do things that curate the life that they want for themselves. And if people mind their fucking business and be happy and do the internal work, then that's what it is. If you're happy inside, you don't give a flying what someone else has going on.
Yeah.
Whether you're happy single, whether you're happy married, whether you're happy with a roster, whatever works for you.
Here's the deal. I've been on all sides of that, right? Yeah. And I can honestly say you can still not be happy with all of the things.
Yeah.
So without some of those things, peeling back some of those layers, you really, at the end of the day, you have to just make sure you're walking in your purpose.
Yeah. And you have to find, like I said, my goal of this year is finding that voice within because, like we said on Can You Stand the Rain episode, if you have not listened, go back.
Please go back.
That even though we have all these things that would seem fulfilling to most, you still feel empty. You still feel like you're lacking something. So clearly all the things doesn't necessarily mean happiness. So it's kind of like, that's not a form of disrespect. That's not an insult to someone. So the main thing is be happy with who you are.
Yep.
Have you been in a situation where you admired and respected someone and then it was lost? How did you navigate that?
All right. I never told this story.
Oh, Jesus. Do they have a leg? Do they have a leg?
I never told this story, but yes. So one of our professors, actually, we just loved her. I'm talking about from Howard.
Okay.
I'm trying to think of her name, but maybe I shouldn't.
Yeah, I think I know who you're talking about.
We loved her name.
Yeah, absolutely.
Right?
Did.
Okay. Always respected her. She was always like a girl's girl.
Yes.
Just there, open door policy. She just doted on you. She loved you. Right?
Absolutely.
We talked about that during the homecoming episode. Go back and watch that out too. And one of the things that I feel like I kind of held on to is, I invited her to my wedding. Right.
She didn't come.
She did not come. She was probably the only guest that did not come to my wedding.
Yeah, because she was supposed to sit at my table. I was looking for her too.
And she didn't come. And it was okay that she didn't come, but it was just that she RSVP'd, said she was coming, and she did not message me. She didn't go her way to do any of the things.
Right. So you were hurt.
I feel like not really hurt, but I clocked it. And then it was also because so many people did come, the fact that I could notice who didn't come.
Right.
Like, so what a blessing that was. But I think you kind of asked the question, when did you hold somebody to a high regard and they lost your respect?
Yeah.
I think she was probably a good example.
Right. Where you're like, hey,
I held you here.
And now
I'm just kind of like, I'm talking about you on my podcast.
Right. Yeah.
And that was how many years ago?
Yeah.
Fucking almost 11 years ago.
Yeah, for sure. No, that's it. And I don't know. I feel like I've had multiple instances where I've respected people and held them at high regard, and then I lost respect. I think I navigated it by, I don't know. It depends how high of a pedestal I had them on.
We gotta talk about that.
And how, sometimes I feel like people think that you're so perfect. And I even remember someone felt like that about me. Rest in peace to my grandmother. But I remember she was a Jehovah's Witness, and they think sorry if you're a Jehovah's Witness, but I think it's a cult. Whatever. They think they're very judgy.
Crazy.
They're very judgy. You can't do nothing. Whatever the thing is. She used to think if you didn't do anything that was part of their religion, then you're a part of the world, and you need to be exiled.
Yeah.
So of course she held me at such a high regard, and I remember one time I went to visit her. Mind you, I drove 4 hours to see her. I'm in college, and she seen I had a tattoo. And baby, did she let me have it. I put you here, and I thought you were so smart, and you're so dumb. Why would you do? Went in on me. No. And I'm just over a tattoo, bro? In my mind.
Yeah.
So I think, it can come both ways. I feel like the way that I navigated when I help people at high regards and I was met with disappointment, if it's someone that I really love, then I think I had a conversation about it, and then I had to learn how to navigate my emotions because no one is perfect. And then just having that experience myself, like you helped me this high.
Yep.
And I'm not perfect. Like, I'm still a teenager. I'm still a child that
I'm
likes
still
to
learning.
be, right, rebellious and like to do things.
Yeah.
Granted, would I get that tattoo now? Absolutely not. I wouldn't get the trimps now. I would get something that's more meaningful, but
Right.
at the time, it was something fun to do. So it's like, should that mean that I'm stupid or I don't deserve respect anymore? No. So I think we have to, my advice even to myself is like, you have to navigate your expectations of others. You cannot put your expectations on other people.
Amen.
Because people we're prone to make mistakes. You know, like if you have a friend who's doing something that you don't appreciate, you can't be like, oh, well, that's wrong. Or like in my situation where I've, been in relationships and maybe I haven't been faithful or I'm doing stuff I ain't got no business doing. I would hate if my friend were like, bitch, I can't be your friend anymore, because I held you at this standard and now that's trash. Granted, yes, the behavior is trash, but it's like extend people grace to make their mistakes. And it's important to communicate with them like, hey, this is not something that I appreciate, but I love you. And I know that this is not your character. And I think you can't put your expectations on everybody. Like everyone's not going to be great. So I think you navigated by not having these false expectations of other people.
All right. And I'll say this too. Don't put anybody on a pedestal.
No, absolutely not.
I learned that the hard way because the only place that they can go is down.
Exactly.
Right. And nobody should be above God.
Exactly.
God, we have a faithful God, but also he wants you to pay him some mind.
Yeah.
So please don't put nobody's ever up there.
Because like you said, what can they do? Nothing
Just
but
go
go down. And they didn't ask you to be there.
No.
Like, because you're like, oh, I feel like this person does X, Y, and Z. Okay, they're human, just like you.
Yep.
Everybody has a story. No matter where they are now, no matter what you see, there is people who are doing shit that you probably couldn't imagine. But what can you say? Like,
Right.
God forgive me, I used to be stealing out of self-checkout. Don't come get me, police. And I had a whole job. A good one.
God help
And you
me.
know what? One day I almost got caught. God forgive me. I almost got caught. And that day, after I done put them crab legs and everything in my house, that almond butter, because I refused to spend $13. Wow, Sade, you have a whole job.
Jesus Christ.
I told God, I talked to God, and I said, you know what, God? I'm not going to do this anymore.
We came close, though, when we lived together.
Oh, I was stealing still then.
No.
Oh.
When we lived together, when we first graduated and we had that apartment. Do you remember that?
No, we went to the grocery store.
We went to the grocery store. I had a little car. But wait.
What stopped us?
We were working. But what stopped me is I was like, bitch, I'm not going to jail. Because we had the little car. We was cleaning up.
Yeah.
Remember? We was eating good.
Yeah.
And Sade's not like just a regular person. She's gonna make a great wife. She cooks. She was packing breakfast. She was making breakfast in the morning. She was packing lunches. She would cook in the evenings. What happened?
I still do that.
Not for me.
You don't live with me.
I know,
Thank God.
but you can adopt me at this point.
I cannot because you're going to be sitting at the kitchen, chatty catty. Shout out to all the chatty catties. You, my mom just cussed me out yesterday because I'm not calling to chat with you. I'm like, that's all you do. Everybody in my life. Don't y'all ever wake up and say, I don't feel like talking today. You, my mom, I said, literally everyone.
I call.
We know. All y'all do the same. Hey, you, good morning. Oh, here we go. My sister. Hey, did you miss me? I seen you 2 days ago. My mom. Hey, God damn it. Drink
But
some water.
I've been cooling on you.
Yeah, because you've been getting on my nerves. And once you feel like my nerves are settled, I already know. Good morning, love. Yes, Maisha. I was just thinking, think less.
Oh, God. Because I'm an overthinker.
Think less,
I need to
Lord.
process these
God.
thoughts. Jesus.
Well, last question for this. A hot topic. A lot of people feel like here on the pod,
Right.
we don't honor and respect. Whether it's relationships, ourselves.
For sure.
Do you feel like how we talk and how we move and the topics that we choose and the content that we make is disrespectful?
I feel like it's subjective.
I feel like I don't give a fuck, but
I feel like I care because I've heard it from more than one person.
right.
oh, you know, this could be seen years from now.
Mhm.
Your daughters are watching.
So what?
Why would you do such and such? My daughters know my personality even from this young age. They know I'm a hot ass mess. And also, too, is intrinsically who I am.
Right.
So I would be doing a disservice to myself to come on my platform,
I agree.
right? To not be myself. And I think I did that long enough.
You did. And we
Where
were
I
tired
played
of
it cute.
Mm-hmm.
And you didn't really know who Maisha was, didn't really get a feel for her personality. But now I feel like I'm opening up a lot
Right.
more. And now it's like, oh my God, you shouldn't do that.
Right. And I'm glad that you do it. I don't think that anything that we say is disrespectful.
We have fun.
I also think it is subjective, but I feel like our parents watch the show. We're not on the Jesus Welp Church channel. You know, like we cuss. We're almost in our 40s. So
Yeah.
you have children. So to assume like we never had a sex life, we never had a dating life, we never had any kind of fun in our life is unreasonable. I feel like it goes back to our previous question about people have false expectations of what two highly educated, married or in a relationship or what we should show up as, and we don't meet those criteria.
Sure.
So then it's devoted as disrespect, and it's not. We're very respectful to ourselves, to our unions, whatever that may look like or how it was viewed, to our family, to our friends. Like I said, our parents watch our episodes. My dad watches these episodes,
Yeah.
and there's some things that I don't want him to hear. There's some episodes like, can I call you Rose or stuff like that where we're getting a little too, I'm like, Daddy, skip that. He respects me enough to know that I don't want him to hear that kind of stuff, and he doesn't listen.
Right.
Other than that, if there's little episodes we're talking about shit, I'm a grown ass adult.
Right.
And I don't disrespect anyone or anything. So it's like, I cuss in front of my parents, which I'm trying to work on it, but it's like, it's not like we're showing up here and they're like, I never would think my daughter would say that.
Right.
So it's kind of like you said, some things, yes, it could be taken out of context, or some things it's like, okay, maybe, but it's like, I'm in a relationship and I talk about things that I've experienced. You have talked about things and people view that as disrespect, but it's like, did you think that you met me at the monastery? Did you meet me at the church? Like, you met me?
I had an ivory dress, okay?
Yeah.
For a reason.
Yeah.
It wasn't white.
Yeah, it's like you met me and you were okay with that in the
Right.
dating phase
For
or the
sure.
single phase or the courting phase.
For sure.
But now that you think I'm supposed to change, no, these stories are true to who I am. And if we are making a platform that we are encouraging everyone to be true to yourself.
And it's empowering.
Right.
As a woman, like you said, entering her 40s, I would look at another woman and be like, that's what's up.
Right.
I love that.
And the people who really support us say it's relatable. You guys talk about things, you go about things in depth, but you also have fun, and that's what's authentic to us.
For sure.
So I feel like if you are one of the people or peoples that feel like our content is disrespectful, then it's not the content for you.
Correct.
Because there's nothing about anything that we say that is disrespectful to who we are. We are authentically who we are. We show up authentically as ourselves. And sometimes what we say may not align with your vision for us. And
it
that's
feels
okay.
so good to just be authentic.
Yeah,
like you said.
and
it feels good.
It's okay. And and I feel like if you are a person that thinks like maybe they say things that are disrespectful, check yourself and
Or
check
don't
your
watch.
biases. Because why do you feel like that's disrespectful?
But here's the deal that really ruffled my feathers is somebody approached me about something that I said on the pod through what they heard. I said, well, did you listen to it?
Right. No.
No, but they said, oh, so you didn't listen to it, so don't talk to me about it.
Right.
Period.
And you don't even know the content.
And I left it at that. I was like, okay, so if you didn't listen to it, right, because a clip can get cut. And you're like, oh, what was the context? Watch the whole episode.
Exactly.
And more than likely, you'll see it probably was taken out of context.
Exactly. And it's like even some of the things that are sexual and it's funny.
It's
we get
funny.
it. We get it like, okay, yeah, if your daughter sees that we're talking about Rose or nutty, whatever the case may be, one day she's going to be a woman. She's going to experience things that she's gonna be like, my mom was a hot ass mess.
A
But
hot mess.
When you get old enough and you know about the birds and the bees, you understand that how you got here is because what? Your parents were fucking. So let's just be real. Like my mom talked to me about sex and I don't know in like details, but it's like if my parents can watch this, then you'll be okay.
Right.
If my band can watch this, if my friends can watch this, if people who really know me, anything we say on here, they're like, oh, that's them. That's Sade being Sade.
Yeah.
And like you said, when you first started, that's why I used to side eye you because I'm like, this is not who you are. Like
Yeah.
clearly they're probably like, well, how the fuck did y'all relate? Because clearly you're a live cannon and she's cute Missy. But now that people really get to see your personality, when I see them, they're like, oh, Maisha's really funny. I'm like, that's the person I know, but I get it. Again, when trying to be respectful or trying to dim your light for others, it doesn't get you far because you don't
Because it's
resonate.
not you.
Yeah, you don't resonate with who you need to resonate. So I feel like, again, if you feel like anything we say may be taken wrong or out of context, then it's just not the pot for you.
It's not
That's
the
okay.
content for you, and that's fine. It's a trillion podcasts out there. Find the one that aligns with you. But on this platform, we're going to keep going in this fashion and try our best, definitely not to disrespect anybody genuinely. And I also invited people on here too.
Right.
I said, come on. You can come on here and speak your truth if you really feel like whatever I said was so disrespectful. Come on, you can come in here. It's a safe space, and they declined. So,
Of course. People don't want to get in the hot seat
So-
because we ask what you don't want to hear.
so they declined. So I feel like, you know what I'm saying? I did my due diligence.
You did. So we're gonna play a game, but first we're gonna ask one question just about respecting ourselves. So do you feel like you are operating in a place of self-respect? And if you don't, how can you change that?
I feel like I can do better.
Mm-hmm.
Even though like I have like self-doubt, sometimes I let my selfishness take over because you know things aren't aligned with what you're supposed to be doing. And you're like, fuck it, I don't care. I want what I want. Sometimes I let that take over. I used to feel like I was very respectful to myself. So I just feel like I need to tap more back into that.
And
I
if
could
you
do
feel like you're operating in non-respectful ways to yourself, do you feel like it's okay for others to disrespect you?
Absolutely not. No, absolutely not. Because this is my job
Right.
with myself.
Right.
But over there, we run a tight ship
Right. I agree.
very quickly.
I agree.
Because yes, I need to respect myself first and foremost, but every day's not going to be a good day.
Exactly.
Some days I wake up and I'm cussing myself out.
Right.
Some days I wake up and I'm like, why the fuck did you do that? Sometimes that self-doubt that I have for myself is crazy.
Right.
But other people, I don't expect you to disrespect me because I'm doing that to myself.
I agree. I think in this phase of my life, I feel like I'm operating self-respect, but there have been plenty of times where I was not operating in self-respect, and I don't think it gives people the opportunity to disrespect me just because I feel like I'm not respecting myself to my highest capacity. I feel like the times that I was operating in, I hate when people say like low vibrational because I was still vibrating high. I was just in a place, like you said, of selfishness where I wanted what I wanted, and I didn't care what sacrifice it was to other people because I needed that instant gratification.
For sure.
And I think I just had to do the work. Like, why? Why are you willing to sacrifice your self-respect for small instant gratification?
You know
And-
what I think it is? I think I have an answer to that because I'm working on this. I think it's that instant dopamine that you're looking for.
Yeah. And I think it's filling a void. Those times where I lacked self-respect, something was missing from me to myself. And
Yeah.
whatever the situation or the person was, they gave me that
Yeah.
when I should have been giving myself that.
Yeah.
And sometimes it's easier said than done. Like sometimes you don't want to have to give yourself that because it's a lot of work, you know?
Yeah.
It's not like you just wake up and like pour. Like we self-admitted, it's hard to pour into yourself sometimes. Sometimes you want someone to be like, you're beautiful. Let me take you out. Let me do this for you. Let me love on you. Yes, that feels good. I'm tired of doing that all the time. I'm tired of waking up like, you're great. You can be great. I don't fucking want to do it today.
Yeah.
So sometimes it's good to get that from other people. And sometimes it's at a detriment because that might not be the situation to.
But you don't want to drain those people too. Like some people truly, I do feel this way, and I'll say this until I die. Some people are really just good for your soul.
Yeah.
Just like medicine. But then you rely on those people to help you out of a situation, and you got to realize those people got shit going on too. So you're just pulling from them. You're sucking their energy, and they probably like, damn, do I feel like dealing with her today because she's sucking the shit? Just don't fucking laugh. Because you feel like I'm talking about you. Because she's sucking all of my energy out because she needs to get her cup full.
True. I mean, even if you were talking to me, I don't feel like you suck my energy out. I do feel like in moments you have the capacity to. But I feel like this year we've grown so much that I would tell you that. Like, I tell you, like, you're getting on my fucking
You're off
nerves.
to a good start.
Yeah.
The other day I sent you a message and this bitch just loved it.
Because I knew where it was going. And I know you.
So I sent another message. I said, all
and
right.
I loved it again.
She loved it again.
Because I know you. I know you well enough. Sometimes even better than you know yourself. I know that's your temperature
People tend
check.
to tell me that.
I knew I know that's your temperature check.
Yeah.
And you knew if I gave that paragraph that you were thinking, you like, cha-ching. And I said, not today, Satan.
Not today.
I'm in a good mood and I'm not dealing with
Even-
it. Love.
Even in the DMs, we got our own little group thing going on.
And you-
And we in there, and Sade, I said,
I know,
okay.
because I know what to engage in, because I also have to take responsibility for my own, if I feel like I'm being sucked, you know, like, because I know you're chatty and I know you don't mean it intentionally, but I
Yeah.
also know you know me well enough. When I gave you them 2 loves, you left me the fuck alone. Now, if I would have gave you that paragraph, an hour later, we would have been having a conversation that we just had 3 days ago, and I'm not doing it.
For
Because I
sure.
already told you.
For
Now,
sure.
maybe next week,
I
I'll
love
say,
it.
I'll send the paragraph because I'm going to say, all right, I got it for you today. But sometimes you don't. So I think you just have to know. So the game,
Mhm.
disrespectful or not. So we love a game. We're going to say if these things are disrespectful or not.
Okay.
So you start first.
All right. Having a male, female friends when you're in a relationship.
I think it can be disrespectful if you allow it to be, but I feel like if you have a solid platonic friendship with someone of the opposite sex and you're open with your significant other, because I am a person who has male friends that are platonic, and I'm also a person that has male friends that maybe I cross the line with that I don't feel like
Here we go.
is respectful.
That's when it matters.
Yes.
Have you fucked this person before?
Yes, it
Have
does.
you thought about fucking
Yes,
this person
yes,
before?
I agree.
If the answer is no, we never went there, never, cool.
Yeah,
Have the friend.
yeah,
But if you thought about it or you actually engaged in a sexual activity,
it's disrespectful.
it's not going to help.
No, I agree. And that's why you have to be honest, because that's when the disrespect comes. And especially if you feel like you can't say it, then that means
And I hate it, bro.
then that
Oh, hey, bro. I hate it. Oh,
yeah,
no,
because
that's
you want
not
to fuck him. And you probably have.
It's not your
Bro, these nuts. And I don't really care about those kind of relationships, but I be liking to meet, because I can tell when a girl broing you, but she
Oh,
just
you
waiting for
already
you,
know.
when she waiting for you to give her that hard eye or them eyeballs and them panties coming to the side. Girl, that's not your bro. Because like you said, you envisioning more. That's not a brother at this point. You
Because
got
when the college days, I was real crazy with it.
Yeah.
It was one particular girl I said, I got to keep my eyes on this bitch.
yeah,
And I did.
yeah. And you know, you have that discernment.
Yeah.
Well, this goes with what we just said, talking about past sexual relationships when in a relationship on a platform, disrespectful or not.
What is it?
Talking about past sexual relationships or relationships while on a platform.
I think it's okay.
I do too. I don't think it's disrespectful. I feel like if you're with someone, they should be secure enough to understand, and you guys should already have these conversations. You don't think? Like,
I feel like if you are good with your partner, yes,
Mhm.
you should be able to.
right,
But the problem becomes when
You're
it's
not.
shaky ground.
right.
Yeah.
Yeah, or they're not secure in y'all union, because if y'all are secure, I should be able to be like, yeah, I dated one leg Charlie, and you're not gonna get in a tizzy. But if you never heard that story, all this is new to you, then you're gonna be like, bitch, what the fuck is that?
Yeah.
Like, then
if
you
I
feel
did,
disrespected.
but then that shows you the union you were in is not good anyway.
Right, because you didn't feel comfortable sharing that.
There you go.
So surprise.
Yep.
Go ahead.
And then what about we already said being friends with your exes. Posting a sexy pic on socials when you're in a relationship.
We all know I do that.
You sexy.
I feel like
What
it's
can you
respectful.
do? You sexy.
I'm showing it. Now, if some coochie lifts are out
You sexy.
or a whole
baby.
booty cheek, I'm not doing it. I mean, I feel like maybe it's a disrespect, but I, as someone who posts frequently and someone who posts when I feel like I'm in my baddie, get over it. I don't feel like it's disrespectful, and I've had people that were up in a tizzy about it, but that's not the man for me.
How can you walk away from how sexy you are? I don't know how it can happen.
I'm not doing it.
You shouldn't, and you can't do it.
They won't.
And I love to get a nice little rub on. And I mean, any guy that's with you be like, damn, she look good.
Yeah.
Like, that's my lady. Like, I feel good.
Right, exactly.
That's my lady. I
And-
want to show the world. And he's the secure ass man. Because I even asked you about it. I was like, damn, like, he be cool on a
But you know what our thing is? Our thing is I always usually send him pictures, his own pictures, before I post on Instagram.
Yeah.
One thing that he does not like is like if I post to Instagram first, because he's kind of like, I'm
He
in
wanna
gym
see
pop.
it.
And
Yeah.
I'm fine with that. So I usually send videos and I'll send my pictures. Or
Yeah.
I'll be like, ooh, look, this drone video is
Yeah.
fire.
And
Like,
he like,
and he like, yeah, you
Yeah.
know, and
I like
and
that
like
for
you
you.
said, and he knows
he's a secure man.
and he's secure enough to know that most niggas that are in the comments are not niggas that want to fuck me, because you know niggas who want to are in the DMs.
Right.
You know, you're not gonna be out and proud because you probably got somebody checking for you that you
Not
don't
to-
want.
The DMs are a very scary
Yeah,
place.
yeah.
I
That's where
didn't
they
know
go.
it was bad.
That's where they go.
I've been in hibernation
Yeah.
for a long time.
You see, them toes was on the market. Next, double tapping.
Oh my God. Cool. I'm cool with it. I don't
What
think it's
about
trouble.
y'all horny asses in the DMs sending these half naked men? Is that disrespectful? I don't think so, because
You know-
it's just private with us. But I'm just
Yeah.
saying, like, what about hard eyes? Like, if you see a man and you're sending hard eyes and you have a nigga.
Fire signs, eyes. I do it all. I'm just showing my admiration for this beautiful man. I mean, I don't think it's disrespectful. If you're in a relationship, you're not gonna be with this guy. Like, I'm not trying to be
Right, no,
like
and
Lance.
Baby, and I say it,
Ew.
and I tell my man, I be like, look, it be some fine shit on there.
Shit.
It doesn't negate who you are to me,
At
but
all.
hey, I got one
The
good
women
eye.
too.
Yeah, exactly, and I
Like,
be looking too.
Well, what's her name, sister? She did a little cute little thing on TikTok. I did hard eyes
Oh
on her
yeah,
shit.
I
and
seen you in there.
Oh.
I said, get your gay ass out of that girl's car.
I like her too. I'm like, God damn, do that again. One more time. So-
Janae's sister. I said, why
Yes.
is my in here with these hard eyes? I'm sick of her. Oh, this one's for me.
Can't help myself.
Posting ugly pictures of your friends on their birthday.
Here's the deal. On your birthday,
Yeah.
post whatever the fuck you want to post. But if you're showing respect or whatever to your girlfriend or to whoever, why would you post that?
Right.
Cock-eyed Joe.
Why? Why? You don't respect me.
We have some really good pictures though, because you posted some really good things.
Yeah,
And did you see my TikTok tribute to you?
you did. You clearly this is not about us. I'm just saying.
No,
you-
but I like to let the
you-
motherfuckers know it's
Yeah,
not about us.
it's disrespectful, because I feel like that is a day that should be, like you said, to show admiration to someone on their day. It's not about you. So
Some people can't do that.
So to me, it just I was talking to my mom about it, and she's like, it's not that deep, but I'm like, it is.
It
Because
is.
that shows like the misery and the jealous bitch that you really are.
It is.
Inviting people to events that you were invited to. Like if you have a date and I'm like, oh hey, can this person come?
You do that a lot.
No, I don't. Who?
Bitch,
Rhonda.
You do that.
Rhonda.
No, Why you gonna call her name out? I love Rhonda.
That's it.
No, that's
Where?
not it. You've done that more than one
Where?
time. But it's cool.
Where?
I'm cool on
Give
that.
me the example.
No,
Who?
we ain't about to-
Because where? Because you're lying.
I'm not lying.
Where?
You've done that more than one time.
That we had a date and
Yeah.
I just said I'm bringing somebody.
Yeah.
Who?
Or I'm thinking about telling this person. About
Who? Because where is it? When did it happen?
The most recent was the brunch, but I was cool on that. Because I like
You
her.
asked me, was she coming?
I like her.
Other than that, I don't. Because you don't like nobody.
I'm getting better.
So, I know I didn't do that.
What do you think?
It depends. No, if it's like our birthday thing or something like that, or like you said, you like that particular person. So I would ask you, like, is it cool? You asked me, did I invite her, which is why I did. But
Yeah.
if it's like, hey, we're going to dinner,
I
like for
would
your
hang
birthday,
with- I would hang with her by myself.
right? So for your birthday, I didn't invite her because I was taking you out for your birthday, and
Yeah.
we hadn't talked, and you had called me over the holidays, so I knew that was time for us. She was in town, so it's like I think it depends on the situation.
Sure.
Because granted, you're chatty, so it wouldn't have mattered. You would have still chatted the same. But for me in particular, like there's certain things I'm not going to talk about certain people.
I feel like
So-
we needed that time too, to be honest with you, because it was so much like over the holiday, like that I didn't get a chance. You didn't get a chance to talk to me in that tree house. You said the reception was bad
Because you
in
were
El
about to start.
Salvador, but I think you really hung up on me,
It was bad.
and I started spiraling because none of my core people were here. Everybody wanted to be out of town.
Yeah, so I think it's not disrespectful if you check in with a friend.
I like it.
So like if you're like, hey friend, I know we had brunch, but my other friend, because sometimes if you're busy, maybe me, and if I have done that before, it may be a situation where I know I'm not always there, so I want to get everybody in the same
Yeah.
room. But I also know you enough that usually it's only someone that I know you've met that I know you've met.
But I'm also But I'm also gonna go to we gotta wrap up. I'm also gonna go to your you invited me to your next event. And
Galentine's.
yeah, I had a good time there.
Yeah, of course. Now we know.
I do feel like she don't watch, so I'm gonna say it. Somebody looked me up and down when I first walked in. It took me for a little loop, but it ended up being cool.
A hater. And it's crazy because
Because I came with a full beat.
I feel my discernment on that person, even though that's someone that I'm cool with. You feel your discernment on that person. I asked Chris about that
The numbers
person.
don't lie.
Chris felt the discernment.
There you go.
My other friend felt the
There
discernment.
you
It's
go.
not you. So
It's
when
not
you
me.
told me like you didn't want to say that, I'm like, you can feel safe. I'm cool enough to know when you were like, I didn't feel that. I didn't feel right about her. I'm like, shit, me neither.
Okay, cool. And the reason that I did that too is because we talk about disrespecting friends, and I know I love you down, and I never want you to be like, oh, Maisha, because
But I know that because you've met every friend of mine and you never felt that way. Because you felt that way about someone I didn't like. Baldy Locks. You were like, Shorty, you're being a little too hard. But okay, yeah, we got to wrap it up. I think that we know that's disrespectful. Bringing up your friend's business in front of people, disrespectful.
Bitch, you do it all the time.
Do I do it or do you do it? Soon as you sit down, you have shown me you're patient. Don't do that. And we've had this conversation that, cut that out. We've had this conversation about why I do it. And I told you I only told 2 people your business because you thought I told somebody else and you were wrong.
And I ended up telling them.
I said I told 2 people your business because sometimes you overwhelm me. And who am I supposed to vent to? I can't vent to you because you don't listen to what I'm saying.
But I know if it was something where I said, hey, I know Jazz is going to know, but we said sisters are off limits.
Right.
And Jazz needs to know because I got to.
So I told you the 2 people I told. And that's the only 2 people I've ever told.
And they helped me out.
So don't say I tell your business. I just be like, look, I'm frustrated. Am I wrong for this? Can I vent?
And they like, Maisha's crazy.
Okay, so don't do that. And then as soon as somebody see you, they gonna say, you gonna say, hey, how you doing? And then you might say it on the next episode. Give the help tip.
Okay. All right. So as we wrap up on this episode in the new year, we just want to say, I wanted to give you guys health tips for self-respect. The first one is to protect your energy like your sleep. Overcommitment is not a flex. It's a health risk. So just make sure you rest, get silence, and saying no is definitely preventative care. The power of no. Unplug and do what you need to do. The second thing is you want to make sure you eat to fuel, not to punish. What do I mean by that? Nourish your body because you value it, not because you earned a snack or you earned something like a cheat day. No, get out of that mentality because if you really go about your life like that, every day is like, oh, I had a bad day. I deserve to eat like this. No, you need to really watch what you put into your body because your body's your temple is going to get you a long way. Move your body in ways that feel kind. Consistency, intensity. Can I say something real quick? I did go up a level on Pilates. I was like self-doubting myself, but I finally...
1.5?
I did.
Good, I'm proud of you.
I did. I was in there shaking, but I'm there. So yes, that's a part of me definitely respecting myself and to trust myself. Maisha, you got this. It's only you versus you, baby. Regulate stress before it regulates you. Breath work, walking, stretching, unplugging is not optional. They are medicine. You have to do those things. Set boundaries early, not after the burnout. Just like Sade mentioned on the episode, she set plenty of boundaries with me. And rightfully so, and with other people because she has to protect herself from getting burnt out. And somebody who loves you and respects you, like we talked about respect, they will also say, clocked it. I know I need to step away. This person doesn't have the capacity to let me dump on them today, and that's fine. Last but not least, release what keeps you dysregulated. If it costs you your peace, it costs you your health. And that is it for my health tip today. Self-respect isn't loud, it's consistent, and consistency is health. Stay safe out there.
I love that. So the Dizzle devotion today, I said in the new year I wanted to incorporate a scripture with the devotion. So today it's Leviticus 19:15. And I will have respect unto you and make you fruitful and multiply you, and I'll establish my covenant with you. As we enter a new year, we do not need to establish old patterns. You cannot build a house on a broken foundation. So my prayer for our listeners today is to respect the home you have built, have faith in the fortitude that God has placed within you. Do not become weary in what you cannot withstand, because God will make you fruitful and he will multiply all things. But in order to receive your blessings, you must grant unto yourself and unto God. With submission comes surplus. This year, we are believing in God to allow us to respect the path he has chosen for us to follow. Respect the distance he has created with us from those who don't suit us. Respect our growth to take up space in rooms that try to keep us small. Respect your judgment when your discernment warns you against something that is unsettling to your peace. And most importantly, respect who you are at your core, because God crafted you to be you. And there is no one like you. So put some respect on your name. In Jesus' name, amen.
Amen. Amen. And we just want to say thank you. Happy New Year, everybody. Thank you for rocking with us. We appreciate you. We thank you. And the people who, again, this doesn't align with, or you feel like we're being disrespectful, it's okay. It's
Toodaloo.
plenty of podcasts that you can listen to. So until next time, stay healthy, curious, and most of all, be inspired. And remember, we always ask others how they're doing, but don't forget to check in with how
You doing?
Bye.